Have you noticed that when you're worried about something, you start seeing it everywhere? Like if you're stressed about money, suddenly every ad, every post, every conversation feels like it's about money? It's not a coincidence. That's your reticular activating system, or your RAS, doing exactly what it is designed to do. Your RAS is the gatekeeper to your brain. Every second, you're bombarded with millions of bits of information, sounds, sights, sensations, emotions, details, up the wazoo. Your brain literally cannot process all of that information at once. So your RAS filters it out. It decides what's important enough to notice and what to ignore. How does it decide, you might ask yourself? Well, it's actually quite simple. It listens to what you focus on and what you believe. If you're focused on what's missing, what's wrong, what could go wrong, your brain says, oh, this must be important. And it starts looking for more of that. That's exactly why the things that you fear or stress about keep showing up around you. Your focus is literally training your filter to find those data points. Here's where this becomes super important and a little bit uncomfortable. When your reticular activating system is tuned in to what you don't want, your brain doesn't know the difference between fear and intention. All your brain hears is, this matters, this is important or relevant. So it starts collecting evidence that supports your worry. And all of a sudden, you're living inside a story that keeps confirming itself. Your reticular activating system tries to prove you right. Super important you understand that. There are literally hundreds of thousands, millions of pieces of information coming at us all the time, way more than we can possibly pay attention to and tend to all at once. And so your brain has to decide, what of all these data points am I going to focus on? And the gatekeeper thinks, I'm going to let the data that's relevant through the gate. And this is exactly how self-sabotage often starts. Not because your brain isn't working the way it's supposed to, but because your brain is doing its job too well. It's filtering your world through your focus. I want to say that again. Your brain will automatically filter the world through your focus. Whatever you're thinking about, your brain will try to prove. If you believe that you can't trust people, your RAS will do its very best to highlight every moment that someone disappoints you. If you believe I'm not good enough, your RAS will do its very best to help you see proof of that, even when there's not a whole lot of proof there. And your personality, your temperament, plays a really big role in this process. Each temperament filters reality very differently, and your reticular activating system works through that temperament lens. Let me show you how this works. In my core temperament model, C stands for comfort and connection. C's are the feelers among us. If you're a C, your brain is naturally cued or wired to filter for emotional safety and connection. When something feels off or you sense some tension around you, your brain automatically zooms right in on that. You start noticing rejection or disapproval or disconnection of any kind, even small things that might not be real threats. So one of the key challenges for C's is that you can end up protecting comfort, avoiding discomfort, instead of pursuing the connection and the comfort that you want to see. Your brain can get so focused on any sign of discomfort or of not being safe or not feeling seen or valued in a situation that you end up ignoring tons of data that you do matter and that you are or can be comfortable in the situation that you're in. O in the core model stands for optimism. O's are idealists. Your reticular activating systems filter for positivity and possibility. Your brain is naturally wired to notice what's fun and inspiring or exciting. But when you're stressed, your RAS flips and suddenly you only see what's boring or heavy or restrictive or hassle. You can end up avoiding things that you think will be too serious or too much of a hassle and end up missing opportunities for real fun and enjoyment. R in the core model stands for resolution. R's are doers. and your RAS filters for action and momentum. You naturally notice what needs doing, what needs fixing or finishing. Under pressure, that same focus can make you zero in on obstacles or inefficiency coming at you or surrounding you. Anything that slows you down, really. That can end up leading to frustration and impulsive decision making because your brain is screaming, move, move, move. And when you don't feel like you can, all you see is obstacle, obstacle, obstacle. And finally, E. E stands for exactness and excellence. E's are the perfecters among us. And your reticular activating systems filter for clarity and correctness. You're constantly scanning for what's right or accurate and what is in order. When you're in a good place, your brain is constantly scanning for what's right, what's accurate, and what's in order. But when stress hits, your RAS starts magnifying flaws and mistakes and what's not quite right. You can become really critical when stress mounts, and suddenly, nothing around you feels like it's good enough. And that constant correction loop kills your confidence. The dynamic interplay between your core temperament and your reticular activating system can either serve you or sabotage you, depending on what it's tuned into. Here's where the rubber hits the pavement on this. And for some of you younger viewers who might not know what that means is that this is the most important point of this whole video. How do you take your reticular activating system off of autopilot? You can start with this. Overtly name the filter that your reticular activating system is using. When you overtly label something, it activates a certain part of your brain that brings it much more within your control. So notice what your mind naturally highlights when you get stressed. Is it disapproval, boredom, inefficiency, or imperfection? That clue tells you which core lens is running the show. Refocus your attention. Your RAS can't delete old filters, but it absolutely can be retrained. Start asking, what do I want to notice instead? C's, look for moments of connection and appreciation. Chances are really good that they're there. UOs, look for opportunities that feel fun and enjoyable. R's, look for steady progress, not just speed. And E's, look for what's already working, not just what's wrong. Reinforce it daily. Write it, visualize it, speak it. The more consistent your focus, the more your reticular activating system will start selecting new evidence that matches it. Why? Because your RAS is eager to please. Your brain wants to work for you. And your gatekeeper, your RAS, will let the data in that it thinks is relevant. Your reticular activating system is not out to get you. It's out to serve you. But if you don't give it clear instructions, it will just keep replaying your fears instead of the future that you want to be creating. So ask yourself this question. What is my brain filtering for right now? And if you don't like the answer, change the channel. Your brain will go where you direct it if you will direct it. If you don't direct it, it will go wherever it thinks it should be going. And the fact is that our brains aren't super good at working on their own. They do much better when we're directing the show. If you want to go deeper into how your specific core temperament shapes what you see, think, and feel, check out the free core assessment and the tools inside the Core Adventure portal. Learn to work with your wiring, not against it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.